Right, you mischievous monkey. Let's do this. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo. It's painting goo. It's feckin' goo. Painting me, painting you. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Oh, my spine knows its timer. For the goo. Painting goo. It's painting goo. It's feckin' goo. Painting me, painting you. Sip sip. Painting goo. Painting goo goo. Ah, that's it, my Myro monkey man. You're the man, Myro, the monkey. Monkey man. Oh, remind these mortars. Painting goo, what the meaning of beauty is. Oh. As I stretching goo. Oh. There we go. Time to bring it home, Myro. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo goo. Painting feckin' goo. It's painting goo. 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 Goo 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 goo. Painting goo. Goo 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 goo. Bring it home, Myro. Do it for the Japanites. Remind these filthy foreign dogs the meaning of beauty. Painting goo. It's painting goo. It's feckin' goo. Oh, every time. It's so beautiful. I weep all over my kimono. My royal rag is being used to wipe up my gay written tears. Right, filthy foreign dogs, welcome to Painting Goo. As you can see, the glorious light of heaven is shining so brightly upon Painting Goo. It has annihilated the map of the realm, although it is granting some glorious writing to Boris the Bear. Look at him. He looks so cuddly and fluffy, shining brightly on the table behind me. Sip, sip. We need not the map, thank fuck. Otherwise it would be blinding to gaze upon. Ah, Jesus! We are returning to Spain. Spain. Spaan. Espanol. Spanish. Pardon me, whilst I descend into proper paintingu posture. The stool was smooth today. Excellent. Glorious. I have my divine elixir, aka coffee. My chi is flowing, and we have much to go. My beloved Japanites. Stabaru, Twaker Indibaru, Dick Fordu, Griffu, welcome to Paintingu. And somebody has a paid for Paintingu. Myro the monk. Myro, are you so desperate you have given yourself a tip? Are things that bad, Myro? The petrified primate seems to have tipped himself to prevent shame. However, the act of tipping himself has brought him great shame. The paradox of a monkey. Buy me pantaloons, damn you. I cannot shop myself. I'm a tiny monkey, for cripe's sakes. Well, you're not just tiny, but also petrified. You know? Clothing the monkey, I believe, would be a mistake. Myro does not need clothes. He is a petrified primate. He sits idly, simply stoically playing the piano with his unpetrified little monkey fingers. I petrified everything but his fingers. Like Achilles, I dipped him in a river. Except instead of granting him godlike combat abilities, it petrified the fuck out of him. That's what you get, you know? Fuck you, Myro. That's what a monkey gets. For doing the bidding of the fucking Monkey King! Must be nice to have a video game made after yourself. Prick. Right. Tobias, my feathery friend. Shall we cleanse the chi of the realm? Tobias probably will never leave his perch. As the last time he left his perch, I replaced him upon his perch and promptly speared plenty, if not a bit too much, grew all over his tiny feet. You may not be able to see it from here, but trust me, he is fucking bound to the top of that gong. It's glorious. Right. Prepare your chi to be cleansed. The tingling vibrations of my tiny dong fluctuate throughout the signals of the interwebs. So many ways to say my tiny dong hears you, you know? It hears you. Right. The chi is flowing freely this fine day. The glorious light of heaven is shining brightly upon me. My neck is half the size it was. And I had a glorious catch-up with the beautiful female Juju Yokube. Oh, glorious. I miss that woman. Her frantic energy is infectious. Tiring. Exhausting. But infectious. Shout out and much love to Juju Lukube. Right. His fingers play beautiful piano. Indeed, despite being petrified. You know. I thought ahead on that one. I really did. I'm proud of myself, you know. I thought just before I dipped him in it, I was like, you know, maybe I should leave his hands out of this so that I can have him play piano for me. There's kind of a dark lore developing on painting. You know, we have Myro, the petrified primate monkey, who kind of is a combination of creepy, cute, and fucking terrifying. And then we have Garros, the formerly addicted to cocaine, 865-pound Bengal tiger, formerly of Siberia, but, you know, shit goes like that. Boris is from Siberia. Boris gets Siberia. Don't ask me why. Just don't ask me why. The roar, that's hilarious. Instead of the lore of PEINTEINGU, it's the roar of PEINTEINGU. That's actually hilarious. The PEINTEINGU roar is fastly growing and is a bit dark. I think we have to give Tobias and Boris, like, way happier storylines. Fucking Carlos is formerly addicted to cocaine. Like, he has X-ray vision because a fucking Colombian drug lord fed him so much coke. Force fed him so much coke he developed X-ray vision. Oh man, I really need to. I need to make a cartoon. But anyway, I've shit to go in the meantime. After my catch up with Juju and catching up on the streams, Owen streams. And also my neck exploding last night. Finally, it's seriously, like I showed, you couldn't really see it, you know, like unless I got the right angle or something. But I was on the phone to Juju last night, and I was like, yeah, like look at my neck, like it's in bits and all, like this thing's killing me, and of this stress and this. She was telling me all about horse stresses, like she lost one of her chickens. So she wants me to do a fucking Defender doodle in memory of the chicken, which, like, I was, like, honoured and at the same time thought was just hilarious. Just this French Texan lady, you know, ringing me, and, like, you know, it was in the dark, like, you know, so, like, she had the phone facing her, like, you know, she was, like, the selfie thing going, and all I could see was her silhouette, and you could just tell that she had a cigarette in one hand and a glass of Calvados in the other. And she was like fucking going mad about the fact that her chicken's gone. I was trying not to laugh because like I didn't want to laugh at her pain. Like, do you know what I mean? I did a little bit anyway. Like I was like, stop naming your chickens. It was cathartic. You know when you're on the phone to someone for like 2 hours, like you really did need to catch up. Like, you know. It was like we basically fucking, like when I talk to people that I haven't talked to in a while. I'd say most of you are like this, but like, you know the way some people like. They keep in contact with the people they care about like all the time. I'm not like that. I'm weird like that. Like I am really male like that, where like I could really care about you, you know, and not see you for like 10 years, and it doesn't mean I don't care about you. Like, you know, like it's games like that where it's like, you know, two bad bros or whatever, like fucking haven't seen each other in 10 years, and it's like, bro, like I'm totally like that. Like I'm so in my own zone all the time. Which is probably what leads to a lot of my stress. But anyway. Indeed, Juju is legendary. Japanite Passage 911. Smooth stool is better than hard stool. Stiff. Smooth stool is better than stiff stool. We named our chickens. You're fucked. You're fucked, Griff. One of them's gonna die and you're gonna cry like a baby. And I will laugh at you for being gay. Okay, right. We have a quantum computer, zombies, and some peas to paint. And I just got a hilarious idea right before the stream that I'm going to... I was like, where am I going to put the peas? Where am I going to put the peas? You know, the perspective and the scale of this painting is such that, like, you know, the castle kind of looks like far away in the mountains and stuff like that. Like, so it'd be kind of... I suppose I could put like a bush of, like, you know, peas or something, like, in the foreground or something, but... well, I suppose I could do that. I could do a zombie in the foreground eating some peas out of a bush, which would be quite funny. You know, just like, it's like, just the zombie going, peas, instead of brains. The fucking vegan zombie. Like, but we have, like, the quantum computer, I'm not sure. I might make the castle the quantum computer. But anyway, what I was thinking about the peas is I could put the peas on top of the fucking... I could just put like big green, bright green circles on top of the apexes of the towers and stuff. That'd be kind of funny. I just want to stick big green balls all over the painting now. Oh god. What did you name your chickens, Griff? What are your chickens called? Well, I find today's tunes. What day is it? Is today Tuesday? Is today Tuesday? Tuesday. Okay. We kind of had a bit of metal yesterday. It's nice and sunny right now. I'm not in a metal vibe right now. Although White Chappelle, I'm digging White Chappelle lately, you know. But I think I'm gonna go with this. I really like this one, the one we found recently, with the 2 dogs on the thumbnail. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna get synthy in this bitch, and then I don't know. I might stick on. I'll probably stick on the retro shit later. Oh god. Or maybe a bit of Chopin, a bit of Chopin. You know, considering we have kind of like a classical, you know, a castle and some grass and some mountains. I don't know. Either way, I have shit to paint, so let's fucking go. How dare you? I hate it when it does that. We lost like a good 10 minutes of tunes there. And I love the start of it. It's gutters. Butters is the sweet one. You called a chicken Butters. You called a chicken Butters. Alright, like you're asking to like end up crying while eating that thing. You know, like that's that classic scenario of like you're gonna call the thing Butters, get attached to it, and then you're gonna have to kill it later and eat it. And while you're eating it, you're gonna be like, it tastes so good. It's so buttery. I didn't even need to put butter on Butters. Oh, right. Let's road this parrot. I place my royal rag upon my divine knee in preparation for the goop. I get my bitches wet, and I have creamed the bucket. I creamed the bucket. By now you all know. You all know the many rules of Paintingu, one of which being nobody likes a stiff, dry bitch. Paint, paint! Keep your bitches wet. Beat them regularly. That way they stay nice and loose. Paintingu, goo, goo. Watch, Paintingu is gonna get really big, and then like I'm gonna get in trouble for like they're gonna be like, he promotes woman beating on a stream. And I will laugh. I will laugh heartily. I will raff. Do you imagine seeing my face in the newspaper? Like, local Tipperary man has overwhelmingly offensive stream. It's racist, misogynistic, musically biased. It's bigoted in all the best ways. I feel like I actually have never thought, like apart from the past 5 minutes, I swear to God, I've never taken much time to think about what, like, how people could potentially find this show offensive. And the more I think about it, I'm like, oh shit. Like, it's a good thing that I'm being, you know, fucking, my thing's like copyrighted to fuck and it's not being shared. The fucking CPS showing up at my door and I don't even have kids yet. It's like, boom, 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 boom. You've been accused of abuse. Abusing what? I don't even have anything. Like, just standing there with a fucking, in my kimono, just with the fan and a cup of coffee, just like, what's the problem? Oh, I'm sorry, am I too much of a fucking pimp? King of Scouses has honoured us all with his presence. Indeed! Indeed! Scouseborough! is showing his face. Scouse Bear gets away with everything. It's like 2 Acre. If you've bought a whole painting off me, or like spent 200 quid on me to like make sure that I can keep painting or some shit, you can afford to not pay for Paintingu, watch Paintingu, listen to Paintingu for a wrong time. You won't hear me say anything. I'll notice that Scouse is gone for a while from the streams, and like there'll be that little voice in my head being like, "Where's that nigga gone?" And I'd be like, "Do you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, because that chap, I know that chap loves me." Don't you, Scouse? Yeah, look, I'm laughing at the chats like. I know, like there's no doubt in my mind that Scouse would like cut off his pinky finger for me if I asked him to. Scouse is one of them real niggas. Scouse works so hard it puts people like me to shame, and people are like, "Defender Bear, you're crushing. Your art's so cool. You're funny and shit, man." Like, fucking, you wanna see somebody crush? Watch Scouse Bear. Right, my bitches are wet and they're ready for the goo. Oh, I have so much painting to go. It's just as well that I love it, because if I can't imagine what it'd be like if I hated painting. Cause you know how it is. Like, you know, like I remember doing like, you know, just normal day, like a fucking warehouse job or some shit. If you're getting paid decent money, you know, most people, there's like, you'd put up with a lot of shit, especially men, you know. You mean all I have to do is shovel this and scrape that and I get paid fucking a couple of $100 a week? Yeah, fuck it, you know. But a man must have his integrity. What is a man without honor? Not a man, I would say. A man without honor is a D-man. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Painting goo goo. Love you like a little, love you like a brother, Arcade. Just finished working for the day. Oh, you're off already, are you? You're not fucking slaving away like you were for like months there. Fucking lunatic. I'd say it was worth it though. I'd say the paycheck was unreal. Well worth it. Oh. I need to paint my ass off. Make as much money as possible. Got shit to do. Places to be. There's a vague plan to go to Demon Hunter and his missus next year, and I'd love to be able to pull it off. There's other shit I want to do as well, like stuff for the female. Just need to paint my fucking ass off. Stop being a fucking idiot. The last few weeks I've found myself in that state of mind where like I've allowed the amount of stuff that I'm trying to do overwhelm me again. You know, trying to paint like 4 different things at the same time. And like if it was just like 4 symmetricals, it'd be grand, you know? But it's like designing turtles, fucking doing commissions for a friend who lost her chicken, fucking like, which is actually my favorite thing to do, I think. I love doing symmetricals, I love doing painting goo. But I think my favorite thing to do is like the thing I did for Scouse or the Defender doodles. I love doing personal shit, you know. When somebody's like the thing I did for Demon Hunter Bear's missus, the thing of the cats. I love doing that. It was stressful, but it was fun. And it's always a great payoff when the person gets back to you and they're like, "Oh my god, I fucking love it." You can't beat that feeling.
That feeling is so like rejuvenating to the soul that even when you don't get paid for that shit, like it's amazing. Like when I did the allegedly boards for all the Irish bears and stuff, I didn't get paid for them, but the moment we had and the pictures that were taken and all, it's totally worth it. I said that a while ago that I need to do something like that again, but it's hard to find the extra time. No, it's not. It's hard to find the extra energy. Time's not the problem. It's the energy. Just fucking tired. Fucking exhausted. But it's my own fault. I need to stop being a bitch. Not working out has definitely been a big factor. Cause like when I work out, I feel like I want to go fucking be a Viking for the while, or be a Viking for a while. It's like the least vulgar way I could say it. Like, I want to go fuck shit up. Like, oh god. Fucking the 6th turtle is giving me a load of bother. Trying to fucking finalize the design on it. Like, I'm after doing it like what, 6 times, because like I don't want them to look too mean, you know, like they're supposed to be cute little cool funny cool, like, you know, they're like, I want them to be like stylish and cute and like something on the vibe of like Fortnite, you know? Like fun and entertaining for adults, but also like totally okay for like kids and stuff, you know? Like I am designing the turtles as if they will eventually be like in a tabletop game or a video game or something. Which is like another reason why I can't wait to fucking show you the bad guys. But like I'm so fucking need to get my head out of my ass. So much work to do, like. I have so much creating to do. Okie dokie. The castle looks alright. I kind of want to fix some of the towers though, but I think I'm gonna go with my original idea, and I'm gonna put peas all over the tower because it look hilarious. Painting goo. And then I might incorporate the quantum computer into the castle as well. The centerpiece here. I was gonna do like a fucking, you know, stained glass window style shit, but I might just like make it all tech looking with some like neon green or some shit. But I could still do a bush of peas down here with a zombie eating the peas, and then like loads of zombies ambling towards the castle or something. Let's see what happens. Max Dalbero, welcome to Paintingu. Has pride of place in my bedroom. What, the thing I painted you? I had loads of fun painting that. Especially the only thing that annoyed me about your painting, Scouts, was the fucking finger and the thumb, because you were like that pointing at the. It's hard to get the perspective right on shit like that sometimes. But I love doing the fucking the ring of power from Lord of the Rings, like around the neck of the dog, Frodo. Like, it was as I was painting Frodo and then painting the ring, I was just like, this is hilarious. Like, this is so funny. Like, it was good crack. It was good fun. You have to always like remember that if you're like me and you're like essentially your one of your major passions is your profession, you need to enjoy it. It's so important. If you find yourself getting stressed out, you're fucked. I put way too much blue with that. Jesus. Way too much blue. another permanent yellow, no? Doesn't look like it. Running low on yellow again. Man, there's certain colours I really need to start stockpiling. I use a ton of yellow, ton of black, ton of white. PEINTEINGU. Right, tiny bit of blue, tiny bit. So it's also the yellow. That Pebeo yellow isn't really as highly pigmented as they make it out to be. PEINTEINGU. That's better. Yeah, but it's a boss paint. Like that's all that matters to me, man, is that you love it. Cause like I do suffer from that thing where like I think a lot of the stuff I do is shit, but then like somebody else is like, no, I want that. Like I was only talking to Juju about that yesterday. That like I painted something like ages ago, just like in the space of like 10-15 minutes. I just like slapped it together on a wood panel as like a warm-up or a bit of practice. And then like months later, one of the guys that watches the stream is like, I want to buy one of your paintings. You put it up on you showed it on your stream there the other day, and I was like, oh, like which one is it? And he described it, and I was like, it's hardly this thing, is it? Like it was dirty. It wasn't even finished. I'd painted it a while ago. It wasn't like a finished thing. It was just like a 5-minute little cartoon demon thing. And he was like, yeah, I'll give you like 80 quid for that. And I'm like, you are not paying me €80 for this piece of shit. I did more work on it and then gave it to him for 80 quid. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, you are not paying €80 for this thing I did in 5 minutes. Fuck off. Like, but like, other people aren't like that. People like, there's artists all over Instagram that do stuff in 10 minutes and are like, yeah, give me €100. I'm so bad at business. Oh. I'm like a functioning retard sometimes, like in certain things, like I'm literally like a functioning retard. Like I'd be like, but that's not right. Like I wanna, you know, that's the honorable thing to do. It's like, but you need to make money, you fuck. The voices in my head, how they vex me so. My favorite part. Oh, no, I was wrong. How dare I? I was so right. I don't know why, but I just like I think this looks hilarious. Like if this kingdom belongs to like a king who's known for his like unbelievable peas. Like all the other kings are known for their wine. This nigga's just known for having like unbelievable, like out of this world peas. Like, I love peas. Love mushy peas. There's not like a lot of frickin' petit pois with butter all over them. Go a little bit darker, and we'll throw some shading on the side of them. Tiny bit, like a smidge, a tiny bit of blue. Just a kiss of blue. A peck. I want to watch Willow again now. Sit down, Peck. That's seriously my favorite part of the movie Willow. Where he's like, not a woman, gentlemen. Not a woman! Meet Lug. Not a woman! No! Like, I fucking love that part. It's so funny. Man, Val Kilmer like had a bad time of it. Like, you look at Val Kilmer back in the day, and he was an amazing actor, and he was pretty good looking. It's like Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser was like a good looking dude and a really good actor. He could be serious, he could be funny, like all this shit, like. And man, they just go off the fucking rails and like age really badly and then die young. Well, Brendan Fraser's not dead yet, is he? Oh, please don't let that happen. That's happened to me before. I turned around in my ma's car one day or something. I was like, they were like talking about, it was George Michael. I was like, isn't George Michael dead? And my ma loves George Michael. Like, she was like, no, he's not. George Michael's not dead. He died the next day of a heart attack. I was like, sorry? Like, my bad. When your powers of prediction are really on point, but you don't want them to be, like. My rent just about doubled, so I got no lack of motivation right now. You serious? Your rent just about doubled? Why? What the fuck happened? Like, that shouldn't be legal. Like, what the fuck, like? Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. I'm actually gonna come up a bit because the way I have everything framed right now, I'm like stretching up into the sky. Yes, my love? Yeah, off here. Right, love you. You beautiful bitch, you. I don't know what it is about greens, but I just love like shades of green and shades of blue. Maybe it's because I'm Irish. I don't know. Like, the Great P Castle. Poor Kilmer paid for his father's sins for sure. Why, what did Kilmer's dad do? What's the gravy there? Gotta make my way home, love yous all. Talk to you later, Scouts. Much love for dropping by.
Much love for your attendance in the Paintingu.
Okay. Yeah, like I was thinking I'd put like the quantum computer. Like take some white. Take some white. Take a tiny bit of blue. Painting, goo, 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 goo. And what I do is like, because I have this kind of shape here, do kind of a painting, goo, goo, goo. When they remade Tron, well, they didn't remake it. When they did the fucking sequel or whatever to it, was it? Tron Legacy. I loved the aesthetic of it. I thought the aesthetic was really cool. All the neon orange and neon blue with the matte black and shiny black and dark greys and stuff. Like I love that aesthetic. That kind of, it's basically like cyberpunk, but it's like, it's not, you know, like proper cyberpunk is like, it's got the punk in it, you know, whereas Tron was just like cyber. Like, you know, like just real slick, streamlined, like really cool looking. So I was thinking, yeah, put some like, I'll just make parts of the castle look a bit more technical and then try and light them up. Painting, goo, 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 goo. Yeah, so Juju wants me to do a memorial painting for her chicken that's gone AWOL. So I'm going to be working on that over the next few days because I want to get it to her kind of quick. She's in mourning. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo, painting goo, goo goo goo, painting goo, goo goo goo, goo goo goo, goo goo goo. Painting. It's funny, like the whole keep your bitches wet is like, it's not even my rule. It's the thing that, like, it's the instructions that comes with this brand of paint. Like, because the paint dries so quick and it has that emulsion property to it. Because it does, it dries like within minutes. Like, it has this kind of effect on it where like it goes dry on the brush while you're using it, like, you know. So then it affects the efficacy of your brush and your brush's ability to hold the paint as well, like. So that's why I'm always like, you know, wetting the brush, going back, wetting the brush, going back, wetting the brush, going back, like. It's basically like, you know, opaque watercolor in a lot of ways, like. But there's something about it I love, where like you kind of have to, like, you know, maintain the flow, literally, you know, and you're working with water, so like, it's a beautiful thing, painting. How fucking cool would that be if I ended up being like this generation's Bob Ross? Just out of nowhere, like, everybody's like loving PEINTEINGU and watching PEINTEINGU and shit, like, and then I just say nigger and it all goes to shit. I say something about vaccines and it's just like, oh, there we go. I said it. They're probably gonna take the stream down again. Oh, I'm such a fucking It's gonna turn out I'm the Monkey King, because like my personality type is very similar to the fucking monkey. Just defiant, you know. I just want to be on my own mountain. Leave me the fuck alone. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. Like, I'm doing that thing for Owen, that woodblock thing. That, like, I haven't worked on that in days. I just, like, threw the start of it together there the other day. I still have to do the metal fucking moose for 2 acre. Working on the last turtle. Doing PEINTEINGU for, like, fucking 2 hours every day, like. And nobody's making me doing it, so I've nobody to blame but myself, like, you know? It's hilarious. Paint, paint! Painting goo goo goo. His father racked up tons of debt. Wouldn't you know? And illegal land scam stuff in that Kilmer doco. Oh, there's a documentary about it. Spent his fortune getting him out of trouble. Jesus. That's tragic. So like he basically put himself in an early grave, like you said, paying for the sins of his father. That's tragic. There is definitely a level to, like, all these celebrities that, like, you know, all of us civilians, like, we judge the fuck out of them. And, like, man, it's just like anything else. Like, you have no idea what it's like to be in their shoes. But don't get me wrong, there's still the ones that you look at, like Will Smith or something, and you're like, oh my god, what a faggot, like. But there's plenty of them out there that are like, shit. Like I know I'm not the only one, but like everybody was on, like, well, not everybody, but everybody loves Charlie Sheen, you know, and like state of him, you know, he's like kind of that Mozart character where he's He's just crushing. You know? And like I know I have that vibe too. Like I've been told time and time again, like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh, you should do this. You're great at this. You're blah blah. Like, you know, like, and I get it. Like, do you know what I mean? I have that kind of energy where I can just fling shit like a crazy monkey and go ta-da, you know, and people are like, oh, that's cool. It comes with its benefits and its disadvantages. I am incredibly undisciplined in many ways. And it's really starting to show. But I'm getting there. That whole, you know, being your own master thing and needing a mentor and stuff, like, I relate so much to that. Because, like, I have a dad, but, like, just don't have that kind of relationship with him, like, you know? And it's incredibly difficult. Especially when you're not used to it. To like come to the realization that it's all on you. There's nobody you can blame. It's all on you. It's liberating in a sense, you know? It's loads of things. It's liberating, it's daunting. It's depressing sometimes because it's nice to have somebody to blame things on. I really like self-discipline is like the majority of it, I think, you know. So it is incredibly important to go into all of that shadow work and stuff, like, you know, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can call it just therapy or healing or fucking, you know, introspection or whatever, like, you know. Painting Google. Know thyself. Know thyself. Oh, gross. Tuna. I make like kick-ass tuna melts. Anybody who's ever had a tuna melt, like I'll make, you know, be people in the house or something, like I'll be like, is there anything to eat? Like, you don't want to have lunch or whatever, like, you know, like the subject of food comes up, like, and I'm like, you like tuna melts? You know? Yeah, maybe. You know, like, I make a tuna melt and people are like, oh my god, these are amazing. As the everything in here got really bright, so part of me was like, how does the stream look? Weather's gorgeous right now. It was miserable and grey yesterday, but then it was gorgeous, and then it was miserable and grey again, and then it was gorgeous again. Fucking living on this island is constant roller coaster of emotions. Painting goo 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 goo. I recently came across this term. It's a painter's term. It's called marrying your brush, where you just use the one brush for like fucking everything, and apparently it's a big no-no. You know, you're not supposed to do it. I'm very guilty of that. I am very guilty of that. Part of me was thinking that it's like, you know, it's almost like a brag, you know, where you could be like, okay, I don't need all these brushes. I could do it all with one brush. But there is definitely a fucking obvious truth to being like, no, like you should be using all the brushes. That's why they exist, you know. Different forms, different functions, so on and so forth. Like, and that doesn't mean that you can't do like a shit ton of different stuff with one brush, especially something like this that you can pull straight lines with. If anything, I find it fun. Never having to change brushes, and you just do. But sometimes it's a bit like you've like if for those of you that are fucking paying attention, I've married my brush with like different brushes. I've done it with a big flat chisel thing. I've done it with like a skinny chisel thing. I've done it with the pointed one. I've done it with liners. Like, and I'll just use the one brush for fucking ages. Like, I do like. There's a lazy part of me though that when I have a lot of area to cover, I just go straight to a flat head. Like, there's a part of my brain that's just like it looks at a skinny thing and then looks at a lot of space, and I'm like, nah, I'm not sitting here for the next half an hour filling that bitch in. Phrasing. Painting goo 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 goo. Tiny bit more blue. Tiny bit. I think part of me really has fallen in love with painting. There's like, I've noticed myself like, just like admiring the textures and the fucking, the feel of how like different kinds of paint and different brushes and stuff. Like my favorite thing to do is like, I've noticed that like if you use this acrylic matte to put a base coat down, it makes the paper like so smooth, and there's like fuck all friction, so it makes your paint strokes like really smooth. And especially when you're like using opaque paint like this, like you can literally paint over anything with anything nearly, you know, even like something like yellow over black, you know, which is like nigh on impossible to do with basic acrylics. Like, you know, you just have so much freedom. And I like me some freedom, let me tell you that much. You know why? Because I'm not a degenerate piece of shit. It's like, I want freedom. Freedom to do what? Some really fun, cool shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone. But then there's a lot of people out there. It's like, why do you want freedom? What do you want to do? Like, I've seriously become addicted to watching all of these shows. Not even shows, but like YouTube videos, like, you know. Jesus, the glare in here now. Look at that. You can't even see the map. Fucking Tobias and Boris are gonna have a tan on their backsides. But just the fucking people, because you know when you're watching a TV show and it's like, it's a TV show or a movie, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, it's a story. it's a fiction, typically, you know. But that's what has often fascinated me, is like pretty much all of our fiction and like all of the stories we tell, to a degree, are like true and based in reality. That's why I love watching the genuinely like non-fiction shit, where it's like an interview with some psychopath bitch who fucking, what was the one I was watching yesterday? She, over a period of years, she used what's that shit called? Antifreeze to poison her daughter, son, and husband. All three of them. And like, she was in the interview being like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I've lost my family members, like, and all this stuff. And she was the one poisoning them. And she's trying to play the victim, like. And the fucking, like, the combination of balls and emotional and like facial discipline that these interrogators have to know all the stuff they know and pretend that they don't. Like, sitting across the table from this bitch, and you like are pretty fucking sure that you know it was her that's after poisoning everyone like over the space of 5 years, and you're there just like asking her stuff and all, like she's playing the victim. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, some of the maddest shit I've ever seen. Like, and it's just always like, I've had loads of moments where like I'm watching one of these shows about like really dark shit, and I'll just like pause it, and I'll look at Wishy, and I'll just be like, "Do you want a cup of tea?" She's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Thank fuck I have this life." You know, like I have a pretty female that I can just make tea for, and she smiles at me. She, like, it really makes me appreciate the little things, like by reminding myself that there's like fucking really dark shit out there, like, you know. Whereas like most people are the opposite. Most people are like, you know, fucking, I can't watch that, and they turn away from it and all, like. And don't get me wrong, you stare too long at the abyss and you know, you slowly it stares back at you and all that shit. Slay monsters for too long, you risk becoming one, all that stuff. I've definitely suffered from that a little bit, where like I go too deep into the dark and it's hard to come back out. But like Owen says, it's worth it. Grey is my gait as I walk this fine line. PEINTEINGU, goo 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 goo. If you've never seen The Grey Man, with what's that? Who's the good-looking nigga that everybody loves? He was in Barbie. Ryan Gosling. Fucking female wants me to watch Barbie with her. She's like, it's really funny, I want to watch it, and I'm like, it's like, I can't do it. I can't watch Barbie. Like, I just can't. Like, and I like Ryan Gosling. There's some movies I've seen him in, like Drive. Drive was awesome. You ever seen Only God Forgives? Only God Forgives is fucking deadly. It's really cool. Dark. Weird. It's my style. That reminds me, I'm going to give my missus the night off, taking the kids out for a few. What are you doing with them? You taking them bowling or some shit, or like, what's the plan? Oh, that's not bright enough. I need like a loomy blue. What do I need to? Will ultramarine do the job? I don't have a loomy blue. Beryl green might do the job though. I'm always trying to see if I can mix the colour I want. Like, I don't want to just pull it out of the tube. This is cobalt, isn't it? I think this is what's left of my cobalt. It's a weird color. Beautiful color though. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I just need something dark to contrast with the light ones I'm not putting in. Oh, glorious! Yeah, that looks like bright and shiny and techy. The drastic change in the level of the sun come to it's actually intense. Like, the room was so bright for like 5 minutes there, and now it's gone back to grey. And here it comes. Yeah, I think it's coming back again now. No, it's gone down again. You can just tell that there's like a cloud formation moving in front of the sun. It's hilarious. Like, because we have the hills over there and shit. Like, depending on the time of day, the sun can just like disappear. And it's like, what the fuck? And then it comes back and you're like, whoa! It's gas, it is like. Probably dinner and... What was I say? Park or forest walk. Bring them to the park, put them on the monkey bars for a while. Tire them out. I'd love to build a set of fucking monkey bars out in my back garden. Great for you. Great exercise. Going on the monkey bars. Like, phenomenal for you, like. See all these calisthenic lads, you know, doing all this fucking... all the dips and the pull-ups and the muscle-ups and stuff, and like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking AAA stuff, like, I do it myself. I have a power tower out the back garden, like, you know. I'm partial to some dips and pull-ups, but I'd love like a playground. I'd love like an adult playground. I've said before, like, I'd love to build one for like a private adult playground. I sound like Epstein. Like, it's just my dream to build a giant adult playground. Like, no, I want to build a wholesome one. Like, I seen this guy on Instagram, like, I think the first time I seen the video was like a few years ago, but he has all these like wooden constructions on his land that he's built himself, allegedly, and like there's like a wall he has to pick up and get under. It's like an episode of like Ninja Run or something, and he's like built his own gauntlet, and it's really cool. And there's like bits of it where he has to like pick up these spears and throw them at the wall, and like he has to get them in the wall, embed them in the wall enough that he can like use them to get up the wall. So like it trains everything, you know. Because, like, I don't like gyms and I don't like machines. I think that's a really, like... I think that's a really shit way to keep your body healthy. Is just pump, 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 pump. Get on a different machine. Pump, pump, pump. Get on a different machine. Pull, pull, pull. Like, I think that's, like, fairly crap, like, you know? I don't think there's much of a difference between a lot of people in an office building sitting at a desk and typing versus a lot of people in a gym side by side, like, all listening to headphones, jogging, and, like, lifting weights, you know? It's the same vibe to me, like, you know? I'd love a fucking, like, adult playground that, like, you know, you'd have, like, a leaderboard and stuff of, like, who's the best at running the gauntlet and shit, like, I'd love something like that. How funny would it be if I ended up running my own Takeshi's Castle or something, like, like, this is how I dressed it.
Welcome to Gauntlet.
Like, you fucking hilarious. That's my problem. I have too many fucking ideas. I want to do too much stuff. I need to calm down. I must fuck yous. The fuck did you just say? I said I must fuck yous. I can't remember what that's in. I always thought that was hilarious though. I must fuck yous. The fuck did you just say? It gets hilarious. Like, anytime I get into the Rumble chat when I catch Owen live and Sleepy's in the chat, Sleepy House, and I do my usual, like, hey fam, what's up? And Sleepy's always like, paint, what's up? Like, there's people that don't even call me Defender or Alex or anything. They just go, paint, man. Like, I love that. Like, I'm just called paint. Like, what was that? Oh, I have a new subscriber. I didn't even. When's the last time you seen that come up? Oh, that's hilarious. Potato. Who's that? Is that Potato Nigger? Brother, how you doing? Who's this? Who's Potato? Is it Potato Nigger? Is that you, nigga? Who's the Potato? Oh, Domo for the subscription, nigga. I can't believe that works. That's hilarious. We have a new subscriber. I need to do more shit like that. This stream could be hilarious if I had loads of fucking what are they called, sound bites and stuff that like worked and shit. Like I want to make a whole soundbite thing for Garlos. El Garlos in the corner there in his aluminium bucket and sunglasses. Garlos needs more screen time, in my humble opinion. Don't you, Garlos? I mean, like, how can you not give this nigga screen time? You know what I mean? I mean, the monkey playing the piano is one thing, but an 865-pound formerly Bengal tiger, formerly addicted to cocaine, who reminds you to like and subscribe to PEINTEINGU. It's hard to beat that kind of energy, you know? All the PEINTEINGU posse. There needs to be an even distribution of screen time. Painting goo, painting goo, goo goo goo, painting goo. Will I just keep doing the same pattern, or will I change it up a bit? No, I'll stick with this for the moment, and then I'll do some more shit. Remember to keep your bitches wet and beat them. It is of utmost importance.
Nobody likes a dry, stiff bitch.
Oh, glorious. Maybe I put too much milk and honey in that coffee. Nonsense! There's no such thing as too much milk and honey. 'Tis biblically healthy. Painting goo, 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 goo. I think I might do like a mad pattern coming out like a flower. Because like, don't get me wrong, it looks techie and stuff, and I'll be putting more detail in. But when I actually looked up the image of what a quantum computer allegedly looks like, they had all that mad, like, you know, wires and segmented valves and all this like copper plating and stuff. So I'll also slap some of that shit in. Make my quantum computer more quantumy. What's that? Is that chopping? Is that chopping? Right. Okay, I'm kind of in the mood for some metal now. So my apologies if you were digging the synth vibe, because things about to get really brutal in here.
You have the chance for one daily wish to come true every day.
You have the chance to get the fuck off my stream.
Peddler of gambling, how dare you?
This is the album that that song "The Saw Is the Law" is off of. So I haven't heard this yet. Hopefully it's good. But been listening to these guys lately, and I'm digging them.
They're fucking brutal.
Can't paint a technological medieval castle without some metal.
Let's go. Fuck you.
How dare you? I was looking forward to some chopping. Don't deny me the chopping. I want to restructure the castle around it a little bit, make it look more uniform. Right now it just looks like a hot mess.
Oh, glorious! Painting goo goo. Painting goo goo. Brighter go go. This is our way up.
Painting. 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 Oh, that's way too cheerful. I don't care what you're selling. Give me the creepy vibes. The castle doesn't look as... The castle doesn't look a mess, you know that you like a proper Celtic ransacking. Oh, that's rude. What can I say? Part of me is very in touch with my ancestors, okay? Jesus. Yeah, White Chappelle's spitting the hard truth. Stop whining. Just kill yourself, your kids, and your wife. It's like... That's actually hilarious. Oh, that's so millennial. Fucking kill yourself. It's not even millennial. It's so what you call it? What's my sister's generation? When I first heard my my younger sister say stuff like that, like, "Oh, kill yourself," like just in a text message, like with the skull emoji, like, what the fuck? Oh god. Like, I just felt all the hair come out the back there. This guy's got a lot to get off his chest. Jesus. It's so brutal. Like, I can't even do that. The whole like fucking like. Oh. It's not dark at all. Dude sounds like he's got a bit of a slight amount of aggression. They haven't so far, but listening to, like, because I listened to one of their older albums the other day. But this album really reminds me of
This is
Die Artist Murder.
Get our best odds guaranteed on all Irish and UK
There was a song that came out by Die Artist Murder. I can't even fucking remember the name of it now, but it was Reign of Darkness. Actually, I'm just gonna put that on now. It's really similar, really dark and like brutal, but like beautiful at the same time. Reign of Darkness. This tune's fucking brutal as fuck, but it's like gorgeous. I love it. I was kind of obsessed with this tune for a while. The way it starts is awesome. It's beautiful. This fucking sounds like demons. Doesn't sound like men. Sounds like Urukai or orcs fucking playing metal. Fucking drums are amazing. I fucking love that one. Came out years ago and I was just like, that's nice. Let me see. I don't think I'll probably start like if I go on my tunes fucking rabbit hole, I'll fucking end up getting the stream put down. Play this for your Christian mother. Yeah, good luck, imagine. Hey mom, you want to listen to the new band I like a friend in school introduced me to today? Sure, honey. What do they sound like? I am hell. Fear me. Fear me, I am the destruction of innocence. I am the, what was it? I am the pain embodied in flesh or something like. You can just imagine the mother like clutching her cross, like looking at the kid like, oh, oh, that's hilarious. Mother, would you care to hear a song I heard today in school? Sure, son. Why don't you stick it on there? Oh, God. Domo, Mesiu, for your comment. I probably should just stick to the PEINTEINGU tunes. I mean, I have like a shit ton of PEINTEINGU tunes. It's just when I get metal, I want everything to be metal, you know? Where's the other... What's Castle? What's... Could put some Spanish shit on. Some Spanish shit. Oh yeah, there's the other one I picked up actually. What's this one like? Yeah, I understand. Even an ad for it. Was that an ad for Prime? What the fuck? That's hilarious. Flamenco. Do you know what? I have something in my playlist. I'll just take ages to fucking find it, so I'll just stick in this on. This dude, right? What's his name? Estas Ton. The Song of the Golden Dragon. This is fucking incredible music. This is 9 minutes of some guy, like, he's like busking out in the open in some street. I don't know where it is. But like, there's like 100 people like gathered around this guy. And he's just like making love to the guitar. Like, fucking amazing. That's what I can imagine some people think it's ridiculous that I can go from like, to this, to like, see it. You know, to like, Bach to fucking to Eminem. Like, man, if it's good music, it's good music. Fuck it, like, you know. This is beautiful. Painting-oo, painting-oo, painting-oo. Appreciation of art of all forms, exactly. Well, not all forms, but yeah, pretty much. There's some things out there called art that are fucking not art. Like, I started following this guy on Instagram. Can't remember his fucking name, but he takes the piss out of like contemporary artists or people that call themselves contemporary artists and shit. Like, there was some guy who like. They stuck a candle in his ass and turned him upside down, and there was two of his mates dragging him across the floor, and there was like 50 people with their phones out like, this is amazing. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, he's pushing the boundaries of art. He's pushing the boundaries of his ass is what he's doing. Like, he's doing it in public. This is obscene. What's wrong with you people? Painting-oo. Painting-oo. dude like takes you on an adventure for like 9 minutes. And like the whole time he has his fucking eyes closed practically. Like he opened them there and had a quick look around. But there's like whole 2-3 minutes where he's just like this. He's like literally at one with the guitar. Like there's like bits where you know when you see an artist like they'll do something and they'll smile to themselves. Like it's like, oh yeah, I got that one. Like, I think it's awesome the way you can hear the crowd just like moving around in the background. So good. I fucking love that tune. He's got some great ones. He's got some fucking great ones, he does. It's absolutely beautiful music, like. Literally take on a fucking trip for like 9 minutes, and all it is just him and an acoustic guitar hooked up to a speaker. Like, I think he has some pedals there, but like so good, like. Loads of practice. Yeah, like it's a combo. It's like he's so good. He's played that guitar and like all those songs so many times, and he's so like in tune with it that like it goes beyond practice. Like, do you know, it's like Owen with the piano. Like, do you know what I mean? You get to a certain level where like you just have an understanding of the medium or the instrument to such a degree that you start to play with it, because like you have all these options. And you're just like, oh, I could do this here. Oh, I could do that there. Like, and it just becomes this fucking flow state that's just like, it literally just captivates people in your vicinity. Like, people walking along, you know, going like, oh, I'm late for that thing and I have this job to do or whatever. And I need to go to that shop to pick up that thing for my cousin and all. And then you walk past that nigga playing the guitar and you're just like, what was I doing? What? Like, it's just mesmerizing. Like, yeah, sometimes you just feel like you need to express what is in your heart, and it comes out like that. Yeah, like I think the reason why I started my professional art thing with doing symmetrical images was because it was a way of me subconsciously, like it was my subconscious coming up to the surface, and me consciously ordering the chaos in my life by creating what I thought were like really cool looking like art, like, you know, you could say beautiful, but like, you know, like I can't imagine a lot of people would look at this and would say, oh, that's beautiful looking. you know. I think it's really cool looking, and it's cool because you can turn it upside down because they're symmetrical. All of a sudden, it's really angry. Demon face. Like I've hung it like that for a while, and then been like, no, like it's giving me angry vibes. I'm gonna hang it like this for a while, you know, like, and that's why I love doing them, you know. But like, I don't know. Maybe I fucked up over the last year or so. Maybe I should have just stuck with the symmetricals. But I don't regret doing the stream. I don't regret doing painting goo. But then that's kind of why in the last few weeks I was also like, oh fuck it, I'm not gonna do like an episode of painting goo. I'm gonna stream, but I'm just gonna stream me playing tunes and painting a symmetrical. And then I fucking end up having a bitch fit and then breaking the symmetrical. Like, and it was a really good looking symmetrical. Like, I mean, if anything, the one I was in the process of doing was fucking beautiful looking, even though it was like a big bug head looking thing. Like, art should connect and elevate the mind. Yeah, I don't think it like yeah, I agree, but like it's not like it has to like connect and elevate. It can just like represent, you know? Like I think art, if it should be anything, it should just be an encapsulation of something. You know, typically something good, true, and beautiful, but like, you know, you can do some dark shit. I think the only art that I'd never do, you couldn't pay me to do, like, any kind of lurid or, like, pornographic shit, like, you know. I think that's one of the reasons why I've stayed away from figure drawing and, like, human stuff, and why I like cartoon stuff and abstract stuff, is because, like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to have to draw a lot of, like, anatomically correct stuff and like naked shit and all. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I feel uncomfortable drawing like, because like when you look at like hentai and like fucking like anime porn and all that shit, like, you know, like isn't that how porn began? Was like dudes drawing like pictures of females with no clothes on and stuff. Like, how wild is that? Like, do you know what I mean? That, like, you could, like, especially as a male, like, you can be aroused by an image. How fucked up is that? Like, you have all these gamers who are, like, look at these characters in video games. They're like, oh my god, she's so hot. It's like, dude, it's pixels. It's pixels more than likely designed by a man. So it's, like, gay? Like, you know. It's such a fascinating thing to, like, see what people desire. You know, and what affects people and stimulates people and all. Like I'm much more interested in like character design, cartoons, fucking abstract shit, like anything to do with like, you know, vehicles, spaceships, robots, like all that kind of stuff. Like, and obviously some of the characters would be humanoid or humans or something, like, you know, but they wouldn't be like realistic. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing realistic stuff. I mean, I think some of the fucking concept drawings out of Grand Theft Auto and some of the loading screens in Grand Theft Auto, even though you could argue some of the loading screens in Grand Theft Auto is like, you know, some bitch fucking wearing shorts and she's like sucking on a lollipop, but it doesn't show any, you know, there's no nipple and there's no like vagina and there's no penis, like, do you know what I mean? There's no like actual like graphic content, you know. Like I would draw like an image of Catwoman or Wonder Woman and stuff, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I like superhero stuff because like everything's covered, do you know, like. But then a lot of like, you know, really skilled artists or contemporary artists, like there's all these like, you know, what would you call them, like assumptions that you're going to do a lot of like figure drawing and like you're gonna just like stare for hours at a naked person to be like, you must understand the human form and you must do this and you must do that. It's like, dude, I know what people look like. You do, like, why can't I just draw people with clothes on? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and even then, it's like you could totally wear a wife beater and the pair of boxers, like, and I'll still be able to like get the gist of it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to just like put a naked person in a classroom with 20 people and be like, oh yes, fine art. It's like, is it though? Like, I get the whole like reverence of like form and stuff from like Greek and Roman shit and all, but the Greeks were gay as fuck. I mean, like the Greek lover fucking symbology, where it's two dudes, like one of them is like, you know, behind her, you know. Like, it's I see all of that, if not a lot of it, as like perversion of what like could and should be like the truly beautiful stuff. Like, you know, that's why I love shit like I'm trying to think of like fuck it like Samurai Jack. That doesn't look realistic at all. It's very basic bitch as far as like visual aesthetics goes. But Samurai Jack is incredibly well written and drawn and animated in such a way that like the sound, the narrative, and like all of it is like it's like fuck all dialogue in some of the episodes where it's just pictures, and even then it's like fairly abstract looking pictures where like for like if you look at it too long you're like what even is that, but if you look at it just for a second it's like oh that's supposed to be like a city in the background and he's like walking through like a you know a sandy dune kind of region. But when you look at it and inspect it, it's just like flat 2D images. Like, you know, it's like shape, and color, like really basic stuff. Like, it's just how it's presented. You know, I just don't see there's a lot of like some of the fucking AI thumbnails. Some of the AI thumbnails on some of the stuff that I listen to, like, you know, like I'm into like the house fucking dark synth stuff and shit like that, and you should see the fucking AI female stuff that they put up on the thumbnail and shit. Like it'll be called like Lust, or it'll be called like fuck it, was it what was one of them? Oh, I can't remember, but it was like it was just called Sinners, and it was like some bitch's ass and lower back with like really tight latex on it and all. And I'm like, Jesus, but the music's really good. Like you have to like there's a lot, like you have to be careful not to get complacent, because like I can be in the dark zones, I can be in the like inverted dark zones and not be inverted and dark and just like take the stuff I like and shit. But there is a truth that like if you're looking at that stuff and you're listening to that stuff and like, you know, doing that stuff all the time, that's why I don't create stuff like that. The stuff I create is real like cartoonish and you know, childlike, especially on PEINTEINGU. And then the real like stuff I take my time with and shit, like the symmetricals, like they're very abstract and it's just more about form and color combos. You may like Stefan Rembel if you like this stuff. Why is he another like kind of flamenco? That was kind of flamenco, wasn't it? That style. Someone attracted to something like that has mental issues. What, like the video game characters? I was looking forward to the last symmetrical. Man, yeah, like to the point where like part of me wants to buy another fucking canvas and just start doing it again, because I still have the like the trace and the color. I still have the tubs like set up with the colors and stuff, so I could just do it again. So part of me has been thinking that I should just buy another big canvas and fucking have another go at it. Like, but I'm gonna finish the symmetrical that I started, and I'm gonna finish the stuff that I have to do, that I've been doing for weeks. The turtle t-shirt, the metal moose head symmetrical thing. And now I have to do a thing for Juju. And then like once those things are out of the way, I'm just gonna like, right, okay, I think I'm just gonna stick to symmetricals for a while and do the stream or whatever like that. Because I've put way too much on my plate over the past year. What's catamites? Young boys and older men, yes. But Samurai Jack is amazing. Yeah, Samurai Jack's really good. The emotions conveyed, and it works, yeah. Some of the AI thumbnails are freaking hilarious. Yeah, some of them are brilliant. Like, there is that uncanny valley shit, where, like, some of them look really weird. But, like, some of the stuff that, is it B. Grateful Bear? Who did this stuff for Owen? That was, like, the AI stuff, the intros and the videos and shit. And he did the AI thing about, Jacob Rothschild. So funny. Norm Macdonald and Jacob Rothschild being like best friends and moving in together and all. The AI like graphics and art and that is like, some of it's a bit freaky at times, but most of the time it's hilarious. But it's like a gun, it's like a pen, it's like anything. AI is just a tool, and depending on who's using it, it can produce stuff that's beautiful or it can produce stuff that's like utterly horrific. but it's cool as fuck. Um, yeah, I was referring to the hentai and stuff. Yeah, like I remember the first time I seen like anime porn, and I was like it was hilarious to me even at the time. Like I was a teenager, and like instead of like watching porn and like doing stuff, because like that is essentially the function of porn, I found myself watching hentai being like, what? Like I was like confused and fascinated and like terrified at the same time. I was like, how do you draw that? Like, like what the fuck? Like, and not how do you draw that as in like, how do you actually perform it? I mean, like, how does someone create something so fucked up and like, but it's weird because there's a genuine skill involved in painting and drawing stuff like that's that high quality, because like some of the hentai anime you'd look at it and be like, whoa, that's a lot of detail. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's like grotesque, like do you remember was it Ren and Stimpy, and then some of the still shots out of SpongeBob SquarePants, they were like really zoomed in and like really highly detailed, but they were like horrible looking. Like there'd be like individual hairs and like greasy bits and like fucking goopy stuff and all, like, and it was like pimples growing out of things and all, like they were disgusting looking. But there is a skill required to do that, like for it to look a certain way. Like it's the same as the gun thing, where it's like you could use a gun to defend innocent people from an attacker, or you could use a gun to feed your family, or you could use a gun to murder an innocent family. It's the same shit. Like catamite is what the young boys were called, that the Roman guys kept as their pets. Ugh, a catamite. Jesus. Man, like the amount of history that's full of like older dudes being all gay with young boys, like, is fucking so disturbing. It really is. Like, I mean, and the fact that like institutions like the Catholic Church and all, like, are just like il Papa, like the fucking, it's so like, it's like, it's unfortunate that people who are devoutly religious can't kind of just be more honestly objective and be like, dude, come on, he's wearing a fucking dress and slippers and like a bunch of fucking golden rings that could feed families and stuff. And like, that's what really gets me. Like, obviously the fucking child molestation and stuff is like really fucked up and stuff, but the utter blatant hypocrisy of being so opulently decorated while claiming to be pious and humble and connected, to a higher power and all this fucking shit. It's like, dude, you're wearing 4,000 carats worth of like shit that could feed people, like, while claiming to be fucking, all this fucking odds. And then they have the neck to like, put out a fucking bowl during fucking whatever you can give to the church is greatly appreciated. Like, God blesses you. Fucking God fuck you, you fucking hypocrites. Absolute jackasses. Right. Where's my tunes? Yeah, like, could you imagine if they did a fucking one of those things, the tele shopping things, where they have like they're selling shit through the television and there's like a phone number on screen and it's like, and here we have blah blah blah, like, ring the following number for a discount deal on it's like, could you imagine if the Pope was like, my children, I have realized my folly. I am a hypocrite. I will sell my gold. Like, it just starts like the goblets and the rings and the velvet and like everything. Like, man, if Roman Catholics were like still wearing like brown monk garb with the haircut and just rosaries, and that's all they had, and like the church was like literally looked like it was like molded by their hands and stuff, like they would have way more clout. They would have way more fucking clout if they were actually these like humble, pious beggars, you know. But man, even the fucking even the monks, even the Chinese monks, the Buddhas and the Buddhists and stuff like that, they do the same stuff. They're like, oh, you know, like I am above possessions, I am above material gain, I am above this. Oh my God, her ass is gorgeous. I am above this. You know, like they're hypocrites. Like, you know, that's why nobody respects religious fucking institutions anymore. Is the hypocrisy, the blatant hypocrisy for anyone eyes to see, ears to hear, and fucking a brain that actually fucking works. You look at all the religious institutions, and it's just like scam, 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 scam. like even the fundamental idea of like, I speak to God, and then you speak to me. God speaks through me to you, and this book written by us. Like, give me a fucking break. You know, like, even all the shit of like, God told me when I was in a cave on my own and a bush burst into flames and I had a vision. It's like, oh, so God told you? You know, like, some of the stories, I'm just like sitting there reading them or watching something on YouTube, and I'm just like, he said what? And they believed him? Like, it's fucking wild. Oh, shit's hilarious. I'm glad you're enjoying my my ranting diatribe, Mace-you. And if you're wondering why I'm calling you Mace-you, is because everybody gets an ooh because we're Japs here, you know. So Stabaroo, Desmondu, Griffu, and now Mayhem Mace-you. I am glad you are enjoying the painting. And remember, if you rov paintingu, if you're raffing at paintingu and you riv for paintingu, then, if you have any honor, you will crick the link in the description and pay for paintingu, because YouTube does not like me.
You work hard to...
I know I work hard. I know. But it's not enough. I must work harder. And bitches like you get in my way because you're trying to sell toothpaste on my fucking stream. Be off with you. Well, why don't you just pay for YouTube Premium? Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate you. You shills. You peddlers. Peddlers of Firt on my streamo. It is disgusting. Just let me play my tunes, you know? Just let me be a, you know, painting radio station. I'm trying to be DJ, philosopher, and painter all in one, and you're just getting in my way, YouTube. Fucking gay fucks. Oh my God, that's like 5 ads. Like, Jesus Christ. Right. Oh, glorious. Painting goo 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 goo. Okie dokie. Boop 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 boop. Oh, glorious! Have I any coffee left? No. I am out of Java. I'm on the Agua. Watch, when all this water hits my stomach full of coffee and bread, there'll be even more geppos. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I'm not giving them my money either. Fuck them. Yeah, like, fuck that shit. Vote with your wallet. The amount of video games I've bought over the last 4 years that are 5 years old at the time that I buy them, and I get them for like I get them for like €10, and I'm like, are you serious? Needs more. More. What needs more? More what? You want more tunes? You want me to turn the tunes up? You need more. You need more cowbell. I have an affliction, and the only cure is more cowbell. Boop, 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 boop. Right, I'm gonna try and make this look as quantum computery as possible, and then we shall move on to the zombies. Oh, there we go. Look at that beautiful natural solvent water just mixing with all the milk and honey and coffee and tuna and bread and cheese in my stomach. Glorious Kepu.
Nescafe frothy
I also think
coffees.
I've never
Sometimes
burped so much in my
nothing
life than when I'm
tastes
doing
better
this
than a
stream
no.
and I'm talking constantly and I'm like fucking, I'm like drinking and talking and fucking, I'm drinking and talking and fucking. Live on stream? No, never. Unless you pay me. It's actually hilarious watching like the rest of the world sell their souls and shit, and then the rest of us are like, you know, I wouldn't do that. And then you think about it and you're like, I don't know, I mean, like, how much money? And then you think about it a bit more and you're like, nah. Like, but there's, I'm not gonna deny thinking about it. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, God, fucking life would be so much easier if I just sold out just a little bit. Like, it is not for us. Although sometimes, like, I can't be the only one that, like, you know, sometimes instead of being able to, like, you know, you gotta pick one. You want to be a Jedi or a Sith? It's like, oh, I kind of want to be both. Like, do you know what I mean? Mondays, I'm really Sith-like. Fridays, I'm a Jedi, you know? Saturdays, so it just depends on the day of the week, like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm wearing a black hood and I'm using a red lightsaber and I kill a room full of children. Other times, I save the world. And all it costs me is my left hand. Painting Google. Google, Google. Google, Google. I need a kind of a golden colour. Just put a kiss of red into the yellow. You don't want an orange. You just want to kind of like, yeah, there we go. One thing I've like tried to do lately, I've really tried to force myself to do this, is I watch YouTube videos of other artists, various techniques, stuff like that. Like, I know, don't get me wrong, a lot of it is a waste of time for somebody like me who's like where I'm at. I'm not saying I'm a master or anything, But like a lot of it is very like, you know, basic bitch amateur stuff. So you have to look for a while before you come across someone who's like really fucking good, and just watching them and listening to them talk through their process and stuff is genuinely very educational. Because that I've always been like that. That's how I learn. Is like, that's why I think apprenticeships, like, you know, were the thing in the past. Like, you know, like I can watch somebody do something, and I just know how to do it then. You know, like if you fucking like write it on a board and shit like that and like describe it to me, I'm like, huh, okay. Like I just put it in front of me and give me like 3 goes at it, and then that's it. I've got it down. Like. Yeah, I'll make this kind of goldy, give it some texture, and then go back in with the lemon, because I want to kind of get that copper coil look. Do loads of layers. Oh, glorious. Painting goo goo goo. Goo goo goo. Sure, more cowbell too. No, I can't. I need to stop drinking coffee. I want to make more coffee, but what time is it? It's only 5:20. I could make more coffee. Coffee? I could make more coffee. I try to stop drinking coffee in and around 6, because like I need to cut down on coffee. Man, speaking Japu is like fucked up my vocabulary. Sounding like this all the time has ruined my vocabulary. Kinesthetic learner. Yeah, that's how you say that, isn't it? Kinesthetic. Yeah, I'm. How does Chris Gardner describe it? Chiral. I'm like, if it's something to do with hand-eye coordination, or like your eyes observing something and your hands doing something. That's why I'm really good with weapons. Like, fucking, I've only ever been on a shooting range once, but like, I'm like I did archery for a while. Like, I'm a really good shot, just like naturally. I'm actually not naturally good at art. That's the funny thing. Like, I've been drawing and doodling and stuff since I was a young age, and then I like stopped doing it for years because I was kind of depressed and shit. Like, but the thing I've always naturally been good at is like aiming, like throwing stuff, shooting stuff. Like, even at a young age, I was like really good at those video games with the gun, the light gun thing, like Time Crisis and shit. I'm just like naturally really dangerous, like but with tools, you know, not necessarily just with my body. Like, you give me like I'd be like, I could kill someone with a rock, like from a distance, you know. And not everyone can do that. Like, a lot of people are kind of fumbly, and they have to learn good hand-eye coordination. I'm the opposite. Like, really fucking good hand-eye coordination. Like, I'm definitely designed to kill shit. Like, I have that like Viking bloodlust energy. Like, I want to get that clip of me throwing the axe at the camping. I was literally standing there for like half an hour. I will get this, and then I finally got it. And the missus was like recording me the whole. Oh, it was hilarious. Like, are those orb above the towers for radio signal or sun absorption? They're actually peas. So the way the stream works is we have the map that you can't really see now because the sunshine is like blotting it out. But I have a map here, right? And then I have a magic hat full of random shit. So I get the chat to pick a number, and then that's how we find out where we're going. So we find out where we're going because it's painting goo, and we use use gouache, so I just say goo all the time. So we find out where we're going, and then I pull shit out of the hat. I pull 3 things out of the hat, and then we find out what we're going. And so we ended up in Spain. So I was like gonna do a Spanish castle with like fucking. I should probably put the Spanish flag somewhere so they know it's Spain. But I have a tendency to like squirrel while I'm painting. Well, we got peas, zombie, and a quantum computer. So that's why I'm making the castle like look like a computer. And I just decided to put peas all over the place. But I think I'm gonna put a bush down here with some peas in it as well, with a zombie eating some peas or some shit maybe. Let's see what happens. I'll probably have to make him like, I'll probably have to outline him in black to make it very cartoony for it to stand out. But let's see what happens. But yeah, that's the general gist of Painting Goo. Every few episodes we'll start in a new Painting Goo, so we'll have to set sail. Painting Goo also takes place on a boat, in case you were wondering. This is the inside of a ship, allegedly. Even though there's never any motion or fucking... It's all lies, of course it is. I'm wearing a fucking kimono. What did you think this was? Oh.
Is it a new world, or will it consume us all?
Painting Goo, goo, goo. It needs to be a bit brighter. Painting Goo, goo, goo. España is looking beautiful. Domo, Desmondo. Domo. Proprioception? Jesus, that's some word. You seem to know your stuff, Macy. Are you an artist yourself? Do you study the arts? You're a painter. I see you have made a quantum computing castle. That's really cool looking. Thanks, man. Yeah, I was like, where am I gonna put the computer? I don't know where. Like, fuck it. I'll make the castle the computer. Back in my day, the quantum computers took up the whole castle. Like, kids these days, they don't know how easy it is to just have a quantum computer. Easily accessible in your hand.
Is it a new world, or will it consume us all?
Painting.
We sit in the sun, in fields. We sleep
And we dream.
and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our mind.
We paint and we goo.
We sit in the sun, in fields. We sleep and we dream. Each of us dying slowly.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Very clever. Ah, well, domo. Domo arigato, Macy-u, for your beautiful comment. It's a placid ocean. It will consume us all. More of a musician, but I do paint as well. Yeah, I can tell. Like, the way you talk and all, you know your shit, like. It's like a cyberpunk city. I love it. Me too. I'm growing fond of it. I was kind of annoyed at my, sometimes I can be too abstract. And then, like, I'll come back the next day and I'm like, ugh, it's just a mess. and then I end up having to, like, you know, rework the whole thing, and it can be quite the effort. But like, I'm always trying to, like, I suppose it's a good thing that, like, I'm never satisfied if I look at, like, something I've created, and I'm like, you know, I never get those moments where I'm like, it's good enough, you know. I'm always like, it's shit, or I'm happy with this. You know, there's like no middle ground. Like, I'm literally never like, it'll do. You know, I'm always, I'll look at something I've made and I'll be like, it's fucking crap. Like, or I'll look at something and be like, yeah, like, you know, yeah. I think that's why I was struggling, like, so much the last couple of weeks doing the turtles. Cause like I would do a sketch of a turtle, and I'd be like, yeah, it's alright looking, you know. And like, it's always the same. Like, other people will look at my stuff and be like, dude, that's awesome. And I'm like, it is not awesome. Thank you. But it is not awesome. It is mediocre at best. I'm such a fucking critic of my own shit. And it's like, sometimes it really doesn't help. Like, I like make myself depressed. Like, it's trash, you know, and it's like, and it's mine, and I made it. Like, I should really be nicer to myself. Like, I'm not even taking the piss. I legit didn't even. I took a picture of it earlier on, but I legit don't want to put up the last painting goo. The fucking, where did we go? The Marshall Islands, and I got female umbrella and Uggs, like, you know, the boots Uggs. Fucking and I just hit. I didn't know what to do. Like, usually I try and do something kind of funny, you know, like the zombies in this are gonna add the funny factor. Like, and there's fucking peas on the castle. Like, do you know what I mean? There's some kind of wackiness to it, but like the last painting, it was literally just like islands, boats, shipwrecks, statue of a bitch with an umbrella and a pair of boots. Like, there's nothing like, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, like, maybe somebody will look at that and go, that is hilarious, you know, like a contemporary piss take of the Statue of Liberty. I like it. It's like, it's not that at all, it's just random shit. Like, like, I genuinely got pissed off at myself. I was like, Marshall Islands, okay, fair enough. Doesn't really matter where we go, you know. It matters what comes out of the hat. And I got a female umbrella and Uggs, and I was just like, fuck. Like, I can't think of anything funny. Like, oh, shit happens. They can't all be bangers, like, you know. They can't all be absolute bangers. Like, the Xenoboon one is still one of my favorite ones. Although I was looking back through them there the other day, and I what was the one I thought was really funny? Do you guys remember the Yeti one we did? It was actually hilarious. When I was when I was looking back through there the other day, and I seen the Yeti one, like, I was laughing my tits off. A Yeti in Africa, and I had a utility belt. It's like, does that Yeti have a utility belt? Yes, what of it? Like, you got something against utility belt wielding Yetis? Think Batman's the only one that can have a utility belt? You don't think Yetis are worthy of utility belts? How dare you? You a Yetiist? Ah, Pruneroo! Welcome-oo! Wishy and I have all, like, intents and purposes of like, our plan is to be there this weekend. I'm sorry if you were waiting on me to get back to you or something. I've been up to my neck in shit. Thankfully not literally. But you know how it is. Needs to be a little bit darker. It's a bit too orange. Yeah, just look at it as a learning process. Yeah, like when I get stuff that I don't like, or I make something and I'm just like, ugh, it's like, it's fine. It's just part of your journey, you know. But like when you're having an off day, oh god, it can really get to you. Like, I hate Uggs. I've always wanted a pair of mugs. I've always wanted a pair of man Uggs. Like, look at the things I'm wearing right now. They're kind of like Uggs. Like, they're like furry booty things. Oh. I was thinking earlier on, I was like, what colour Uggs would I wear if I got them? Like black, brown? It's like, no, grey. I am the grey man. Yeah, I say that all the time. It doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how it happens to you. It doesn't matter what happens in life. Like, you know, every day of the week, every week of the month, every month of the year. What happens to you doesn't matter. What makes a person is how you deal with what happens to you. That's what makes a person. You're gonna be a bitch. You're gonna play the victim, or you're gonna fight back. And you're gonna win at life. Yeti on vacation. Yeah, like, it's fucking. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. Was I think we were in Africa. I think it was a Comoros or something, like off the coast of Africa or something. Like, we threw in that fucking Monty Python reference, like a Yeti in Africa, like, and there was like Nazis on a U-boat and all. Like, there's something endearing about painting cartoon Nazis. It's almost nostalgic or something. I don't know. That was one of the first goos I watched. The Xenoboon. Ah man, the Xenoboon one's a classic. I know the ones I did the last couple of weeks were good. You know, the Kazakh banjo gun, the Chinese walrus paper, Chidean spider fudge. Like, you know, like, they're funny. Like, do you know what I mean? But I kind of do already want to go back to the old style, where I do a big one like this, and it's like a scene, and there's like fucking, you know, speech bubbles and stuff. Because the Xenoboon one was just so good. I actually don't think the Xenoboon one has any speech bubbles in it. But in like an alien baboon crossbreed tearing the head off of a Jewish elephant wearing a pink yarmulke with fucking demonic gay horde flying submarines with demon wings, blasting lasers down onto the, like, it was crazy. It's like easily one of the craziest paintings I've done, like, and it's fucking hilarious. And the perspective on it is actually decent enough that it looks good, like, it's so funny. Oh, gorgeous. Needs a little bit more red. And then maybe some blue, because... yeah, there we go. I don't want it to be brown, but I want it to be, like, kind of brown. Take this and go a little bit lighter. I've got like a burnt sienna going right now. Do you remember those days? Where every time I'd open the burnt sienna, I'd just be like, ugh. I don't know why, just burnt sienna smells really fucking good. Like,
God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
I was like strung out on burnt sienna. See you later, Desmondo. Much love. Oh, those look comfy. They are. They're incredibly comfortable. They're incredibly comfortable. They're my walking around the house booties. I couldn't find them earlier on, and I turned around to my missus, and I was like, "Where are my little furry booty things?" And I did feel like an absolute fag. But like, it is what it is. like turning around to your fiance and be like, have you seen my little furry booty things? She's like, no. She was fucking lying. Exactly where they were. Fucking lying bitch. What's this? I have no interest in what you're sharing or sharing. Indeed, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you have any honor. Garros, brother, my little kitty. Brother Stabber is doing your job again. See Garros in his aluminium bucket and sunglasses as he reminds you to like and subscribe. If you do not like and subscribe to Painting Goo, you have no honor. And you risk me unleashing Brother Garros upon you. I shall take off his aluminium bucket and fling him violently in your direction. And then you'll just have to deal with a fucking tiger fraying your face. That's what you get. If you don't pay for Painting Goo, if you don't like and subscribe, you have no honor. And your ancestors will look upon you with great shame. That sounds fucking awesome. If you're on Instagram, I suppose you could find it on YouTube if you went back and looked through them all. See you later, Dick Ford. Peace. Live long and prosper. All that jazz. Domo for attending the Painting Goo. I'm on Instagram and I'm on TikTok as Defender Bear or Painting Goo. And like pretty much all of my shit over the last few years is up on Instagram and stuff. You'll be able to see all the shit there. Definitely the Xeno Boon painting and the Yeti and shit. They're all on my Instagram. Painting Goo. So many fucking plans, so many ideas we've come up with over just in the past like year or two. Like I really do want to, like I want to get in contact with somebody who does like plush toys, and like I do want a fat retarded looking chicken. You know, like where I've got the stickers here. I've got like, but shout out to Budbear for making me these stickers of my retarded chicken and Hugh. So when you pay for Painting Goo, you'll notice this little guy comes up on the screen for when somebody pays for Painting Goo. This is Hugh. This is basically the artistic representation of my inner conflict. Can I do the thing? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Little Hugh pops up when somebody pays for Painting Goo. So I've got these stickers, so when somebody like, you know, commissions something or I send something off, I can put these little stickers in. There's a little extra stuff. So there's Hugh, and then there's my retarded chicken, my fat retarded chicken, and I fucking love my fat retarded chicken. My fat retarded chicken, my derp chicken, is one of my favorite creations of all time. He's cuddly, and he is utterly retarded. He's brain dead in all the best ways. No honor, much shame. Indeed, Dick Fordu. Indeed. Oh, were you saying goodbye to fucking Desmondu, were you? Is that why you're... I thought you were saying goodbye, but you're still here. Are you lying to me, Dick Fordu? Dope. Actually, it's derp. I think like, the derpiest things I've painted so far are definitely the shark, the fucking the hybrid cheetah shark. It's like fat and derpy looking, and then the ostriches from the recent Japanese ostrich police Painting Goo. are definitely one of the derpiest things I've ever painted. They're fucking hilarious looking. I love them. I've kind of struggled with that because like I don't really think I've found my style yet. Because like I can do really cartoony stuff and it looks good, you know. Like my gun duck painting is like fucking, I don't know, 3 years old now or some shit. Like I'd say the female's kind of frustrated with me sometimes because like she turned around to me ages ago and she was like, you need to do more stuff like this. Like gun duck is awesome. Like I put this on the back of a hoodie and shit. Link in description. You can go to like Teespring and buy it and whatever. Like I've a whole idea for a cartoon series and all this fucking stuff, but I can't spend 8 months making a cartoon series not making any money, like, you know. So all in due time, once that I can afford to focus on other things, fucking the sky's the limit. I'm gonna start making some ridiculous shit. That's what I was gonna do. Cartoons. Fucking. I would love to make a comic book, but like I'm not a big reader, you know. I think it would be a bit hypocritical of me. Oh, I'll make a comic book, even though I don't read comic books. I'd love to make a cartoon, and then I'd love to make video games. That's basically it. Animations and video games. But all in due time. There's much to go in the meantime. Still here, haunting the chat. How dare you? That would be a sweet tattoo. What, the duck? Yeah, like people have said that about the gun duck painting. And it's funny because like I've literally only ever like done a proper picture, like a painting of him once, and that's it. Like, well, technically I did a few because I had to like copy it to put it on the hoodies. But that's what, like doing the stream the last it's nearly 2 years now. Doing the stream has taken up a lot of my time and like energy, and it's taken me away a bit from the stuff that I just do on a personal level. But I think it's worth it because, like, you know, like it's brought me a great amount of joy. You know, my regulars love that I do this. They find it very entertaining. So like I would feel like I would be betraying certain people in my life if I stopped doing the stream, considering how supportive they've been. So it's up to me to find the balance of like, and I have found it. It's just hard to maintain it, you know. So there's like I said before a while ago, there's days where I get up, you know, nice and early. I'll get up around fucking 7 in the morning. I'll get a workout in, get a walk in, get myself, you know, fed well. Then I'll sit down and I'll fucking design character stuff for like an hour or two. And then I'll take a break, get some lunch. Then I'll do the stream for like 2-3 hours, sometimes 5, depending on my energy. And then after that, I'll get some dinner into me. And then if it's a particularly productive day, in the evenings before I go to bed, I'll do some more painting or sketching. And in between all that, because I'm the house fiance, because the missus is the breadwinner at the moment, you know, I'll be doing like grocery shopping and fucking things around the house, like doing the dishwasher, or like depending on the weather, if the garden needs to be done as well and stuff, like, you know. It's like finding a way to balance all of it is It's just something you have to learn how to do, I suppose, isn't it? For somebody like me who's like very undisciplined and chaotic, it's been a fucking journey, I'll tell you that much. I still get those days where I wake up and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to fucking sit in bed, drink coffee, and smoke and play video games. Like, and then I like think to myself, I was like, dude, you literally get to do like something incredibly fun and limitless. Like, stop being a bitch and just paint stuff. Like, artists can be incredibly childish, but it's one of the things that like allows us to do what we do. Is like we're still connected to that childlike wonder, whereas like most people lose that. Like, you know. Painting. Okay, I think we've made the castle look techy looking enough, and I've got about I'll hit the 3-hour mark in 10 minutes. I might start on the bush in the foreground, and maybe get the makings of the zombie in, and then tomorrow we can like finish it off. Let me see. That's a nice green for the pea bush. You get some yellow. And you get a tiny bit of blue. Tiny bit. That's a nice green. That's bright enough. It's also still kind of muted. So. You're creating a community, bringing people together. I don't. Maybe sometime down the line, but like I didn't create this community. Most, if not all, the people that are here, myself included, are bears, and we're part of Owen Benjamin's community of the bears. So, shout out to Owen Benjamin. For creating a community that people like me could create within, you know. I can't take the credit for that shit. Owen Benjamin created a community. I am simply creating within what he has already created, which is a beautiful thing, but I cannot take the credit. I have no interest in creating my own community. I'm already a part of one. A beautiful one. One I'm very grateful for. Met some of the coolest fucking, most down-to-earth, most loyal, real niggas I've ever come across in my life, and at the same time I've met some of the most psychopathic, like, chaotic, demonic fucking freaks. But I suppose it is what it is, like, you know. When you create something good, true and beautiful, it's only a matter of time before the demons try show up and try and wreck it, because that's what they do, you know. Yeah, I've always tried to maintain the childlike state, but like, you know, obviously you have to grow up to a certain degree. But yeah, like I like the idea of, you know, being really old and like on my deathbed and still having that like childlike, you know, oh well, this is gonna be fun, you know, like, like. I don't like, because I spent so many years like being depressed and shit like that, like I'm almost like allergic to a shitty attitude now, like pessimism and stuff. I'm like, ugh, get it away from me. Need to make more green. That's not water, it's supposed to be grass. But like, I'm glad I could create such beautiful water. If all of this is what you're on about, it's supposed to be grass. It's supposed to be like a grassy field. See? I'm nowhere near as good as you thought I was. Love how you got the reflection of the clouds too. Nice detail. I love doing clouds. Doing clouds is so fun. It's like really, really fun. I love doing clouds. Yeah, Owen Benjamin. Yeah, check him out if you haven't heard of him. Great comedian. Great fucking comedian. As far as a lot of people are concerned, too fucking great to be allowed anywhere. I wouldn't be fucking surprised if I get banned off YouTube. I really wouldn't. But I suppose, like Dick Ford said, it'd be kind of like a badge of honor at this stage. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I end up moving over to Rumble. Because there's going to be a lot of people that like take one look at me and they're like, oh my god, that's so offensive. Fucking weak gays. Right, I need to switch bitches for a sec, cause yeah, I've thought about going to Twitch actually. A lot of people are going back to Twitch. A lot of people were coming from Twitch to YouTube and they're already going back because YouTube is so trash in certain ways. Which I just think is hilarious. There's a lot of that going around these days where you have something that like, it's like, how do you fuck that up? Like, do you know, like, like really, like how do you fuck that up? Like, and it's like, these huge companies are just like, I don't know, I mean, I'm just great at just fucking shit up. Absolute gobshites, like. Oh yeah, I think Space Marine 2 came out yesterday, so there's gonna be people doing reviews on it and stuff, so I'll have to check it out. Like, I wonder if they did actually make it woke. Painting. Goo. Do. I fucking love using the flat brushes, the chisels, like I really do, like, because you can do both. Like, you can do so much with it. Like, you can do a tiny straight line, you know, and then you can do this big swathing, huge, lots of surface area covering strokes, and then you can blend with them, and you can do like calligraphy shit with them if you practice a steady stroke. Giggity. Painting goo. Painting goo. Yeah, but people will find anything offensive because that's what they're looking for in the world. So that's why they can see it everywhere, even when it doesn't exist. That's it. Fucking yeah, 100% right on the money. That's what they want. So that's what they see exactly. It's like you get it. You get what you fucking deserve. And all that misery and fucking profane, fucked up, ugly shit is what they want, so it's what they're gonna get. Us, on the other hand, no time for it. Too busy crushing. Sorry. I mean, to think that, like, I mean, fucking... To think I've had compassion for some of these people. Like, it tests your humanity, though. It really does. It tests your fucking humanity, like your tolerance levels for things and all. Like, some people are just fucking demons, man. Some people are demons. They're not men. They have demanded themselves. There's a reason why words mean shit. Oh, you're Canadian? Sucks to be you. Stabberoo has now got Misery Loves Company. What? Like, finally, another Canadian. Thank fuck. I'm no longer the only gay. We take the piss at the Canadians here. It's just a thing. Your presence on Painting Goo so far has been a joy, Macy. You are very welcome here. Oh, my back. My spina is telling me it's timer. It's nearly timer to end the goo. We can enjoy the world without all that bull. We can enjoy the beauty and peace and wonderment it all has to offer despite all that craziness. Yeah, like you can't. You just focus on the fucking... you focus on the good, true, and beautiful, like, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you can't forget. I mean, you wouldn't be able to these days with the fucking amount of it, but like, you can't forget that the dark exists. And it's not just so you don't get complacent. It's, you can't forget the dark exists because it's necessary. The dark is necessary, you know, and as an artist, I'm sure you'll understand that concept. Or a musician as well, you know. It's the same thing. It's just a different form of art. Never forget that the dark is a thing, and it's always going to be there. Do not fear it. Do not let it manipulate you. Do not let it convince you of things or tempt you. Just be aware of it. Be aware of its purpose. It's good to know the dark. Know how it works and why it's necessary. And in that process is where you learn that you have nothing to fear. Nothing to fear from it. If anything, it fears you. Because without you, it wouldn't exist. Without you, it wouldn't have purpose. Just like the Joker and Batman. It needs you. And unfortunately, but fortunately, depending on how you look at it, you need it. You wouldn't know what the good, true, and beautiful was if the profane, ugly, and false weren't always there to remind you. A bush. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. We have our pee bush, and no, it's not a bush that you pee in. It's like, and it'd totally be a thing when you're like camping with friends. It's like, which one's the pee bush? Like they're all the pee bush, nigga. Like, okay, mark your territory at your leisure. Steady strokes are what you got kicked out for, Defender. That and the inappropriate painting of the Monkey King. There's nothing wrong with my steady strokes. They are mesmerizing and beautiful. There's only people like you with your dirty minds, Dick Fordu. Right, my beloved Japanites. This concludes today's episode of Paintingu. I hope you enjoyed Ingu. If you enjoyed today's Paintingu, click one of the links in the description and consider paying for Paintingu. There are various ways to pay for Paintingu. Buy some merch, buy a t-shirt, buy a mug, buy a sticker, or just send me money. In the meantime, remember to be good, be true, and be beautiful. And I shall see you. Same timer, same bracer, same high-octane painting energy. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. GMTU. Oh, you're most welcome, messieurs. Your presence has been joyful. Indeed, exhaling the bad is very important. Always be vigilant. Yeah, it would be boring if we didn't have stuff to fight. The majestic pea bush. Look at it! Look at it in all its glory! The glory bush. Right. I need to go. Much love. God bless you all. And I shall see you tomorrow. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Lieben. And pay for Paintingu if you have any honor.